Hey guys, welcome to Poygan Outdoors. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, we're gonna do kind of a hodgepodge of things. I made a bundle stand or a bundle rack, so I can make some bundles, and then I also made a bundle stand in front of my house here to sell some wood. Right now it's June 13th. I put this bundle stand out for Memorial Day, and I wanted to get a couple weeks into, be able to talk with you guys how it's doing, if I sold any, how many I sold, so on and so forth. I'll show you the bundle stand. I'll show you that the bundler I made. It's nothing special, and I'm sure you've seen them on other YouTube channels as well. And then also, we'll maybe do a wood inventory. I don't really have anything really planned for this video. Just kind of give you guys an update where we're at, what's going on, so on and so forth. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so this is our bundler. It's nothing much, just a whole bunch of miscellaneous 2x4s here. It holds a cubic foot of wood, 1 cubic foot of wood. So the dimensions here, this is just over 11 inches wide and 10 inches tall, and then you have 16-inch pieces, and that gets you just over 1 cubic foot. If I do have a little bit shorter pieces in here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little bit shorter piece there. I do try to go above that 10 inches just to make sure that the people are getting at least more than 1 cubic foot of wood. You don't want to shortchange any of your customers. So that's the bundle stand. It's pretty simple. Main thing you want to make sure is that you get the 1 cubic foot or whatever your measurements are. I did 1 cubic foot to make it easy for counting and to know like how many face cords and bundles I've sold. There's 42.66 whatever it is cubic feet in a face cord, so that helps me out just knowing about how much wood I'm selling in bundles instead of just counting the bundles, right? But yeah, pretty simple. I made this out of a whole scrap 2x4s. As you guys know, it's very expensive to buy wood now, so this wood I just scrounged out of anything. A couple of the key things to note here is you want to make sure that this area here, you can put your saran wrap. So I'm using saran wrap here, I don't know what you want to call it, but shrink wrap, I guess. And so you want to make sure that you can wrap it around there, and you'll see that when I show you guys here how it works. But that's just the key thing, and then make sure you have your measurement on there. You can see I brought these support beams way down here. It would look nicer if they're up here, right? But you couldn't wrap around that easy, so I moved them down there. Thing's very sturdy, and it's light as well. So if ever I do want to go take it out, in the field or out by the wood pile and make them and put on the four-wheeler, I can do that. It's very light. But yeah. I didn't really record making it because I honestly didn't really know how I wanted it to be, and it's kind of trial and error. Oh, and actually one other thing I do want to mention, I did put a flat piece, if you can see that, but it's a flat piece, so that way you get all of this side of the wood is all the same length, so it looks a lot nicer, and this is the end I'll put out to the customer, and then this end just has all the other sides of it. But yeah, so I didn't do a video with it. Like I said, I didn't really know what I was going to be doing or how I wanted to go about it. I kind of had an idea, kind of saw some from some other YouTube channels, and kind of just went on my own and just started putting things together and screwing things together, and it came together and works. Just to give you kind of a sense here, so this is my setup. I have this metal rack, but then I just have all these different pieces of wood. So I have some oak over there and some mixed hardwood here. Cut them really small, as you can tell, which works really nice for bundling, as opposed to like this is our next year's firewood. You can see how big this stuff is. That's what we're burning, but for bundling, it's a lot nicer to have the smaller pieces of wood. It fits in there a lot nicer for the customer. Then all up here I have all the bundles I've already made. Some of them are oak, some of them are popple, some of them are mixed hardwood. I would say for the difference here is on my label that I put on there, I circle, like you can see this one's made for oak, so I'm going to be doing some oak bundles here. but I circled it of what it is, and so I know what it is, and also then the customer, they know what they're getting. Oh yeah, and one thing I should mention, I'm in Wisconsin. When you sell firewood for anything other than lower than a third of a cord or a face cord, you have to put a label on it, basically saying who's selling it, your address or contact information, how much you're selling. So for these bundles, it's 1 cubic foot. So I have that in there, and then also what species it is on there. I don't think the species really matters so much, but more so like if it's hardwood or softwood. We're doing all hardwood bundles here. I don't have any pine to make bundles, but yeah, I have that on there. And then I just broke it down even further to put the species of wood that's on there. And if it's a mixed hardwood, like we have regular hardwood and we have premium hardwood for burning. Regular hardwood, we're all mixed together. It's like maple, it's box elder, it's basically all the lower or mid-grade BTU hardwoods, like popple. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of BTUs there, but it's a hardwood. You can still burn it. So we have that mixed hardwood. We just call it regular hardwood. It's all mixed together. They're not separated by any means. So I just circle all the boxes on there. You saw on my label of what it is in there. So then people know it's a mixture of stuff. But yeah, I thought that'd be something you guys would like to know. So pricing, I started out with $5. $5 per bundle. It gets you about a cubic foot of wood or more. If you go to a gas station, they're like $6.50, $7 for I think like 3/4 of a cubic foot. So not only are they less expensive, they're also more wood. And like I said, I have some oak here, other hardwoods, which I don't even know what they are selling at the Quick Trips or the gas stations. Yeah, so that's what's going on here. That's kind of a new update. And so far, yeah, I guess we'll go on sales too. I'll show you my bundle stand right here. So yeah, so that was the bundle stand. So that's just literally a pallet. I had like a 3-foot, 3.5-foot 2x4 that I put it was actually a bird box that Santana made back in like middle school or something that we never put out. And so I'm like, well, I needed a money drop box, and so I made that. And as you saw on there, I had to put some pallet wood pieces on there because there's birds actually going and building nests already. Like the first weekend, we had a whole bunch of sticks and like a nest being built in there. So I had to close that circle and make just a slit for the money, and then just bought cheap block from Fleet Farm, and yeah, that's how it works. So nothing special. As you can see, I'm not an artist, but it gets the job done. Again, this is very early on. I would like to make an actual firewood stand, but I want to see how it worked. I want to get this bundling done. I wanted to see like what's the best practice there. How many can I do? Is it gonna work out? And then also kind of see what the market's like. I live on a road that is close to a lake, and a lot of the people that live on the lake drive down our road. It's not a main road, but they drive down our road because it's more of a straight shot. And so we get a little bit of traffic, not a lot, but we get a little bit. So yeah, so it's surprising. Like I said, we were excited that we sold some. So sales. So it was end of May. I started selling bundles. We have sold 16 of them so far. So it's about 8 a week, which it's pretty cool. It's funny. Santana and I, we'll come home. That's the first thing we look for, is to see if there's any bundles gone. So it gets us pretty excited. But yeah, so far so good. A lot better than I anticipated. I thought if I sold 1 or sold 2, it'd be great. But yeah, we sold 16 of them so far in 2 weeks. So, and I wanted to get them out for that Memorial Day weekend, a long weekend. So we made it that like Friday morning or Thursday night or whatever it was, and put it out there, and sold 8 of them that weekend. But then yeah, so it's already gone better than I anticipated. So alrighty, without further ado, let's make some bundles. I'll show you the process, take you guys along, and see how it goes. Here we go. I don't know how many we made. Probably like 10 or 12 or something, I'm not sure. Maybe not that much, maybe 8. But yeah, that's that process. You can see it's not perfect, but it works. It's a lot better than what I used to do. I used to have a 5-gallon bucket that I cut in like half and try to put wood in there and then wrap it around, and just did not work. One thing I will say is that I bought this, what do you call it, shrink wrap at Fleet Farm. It's a local, not local, it's a chain store, but it's more like industrial like strength instead of like your regular saran wrap you would use to like cover food. And I started using that, and you can see some of these have it on there. It just doesn't look as nice. It doesn't hold as well. So I'll probably rewrap them. But yeah, I recommend them. I don't know, it's like probably a 6-inch strand or width or whatnot, so works out good. I got the cheap stuff and I got the more expensive stuff. There's almost like 50% more. It's cheap anyways. It's like, you know, under $10 or maybe $10 for the more expensive one. You can get a lot of bundles for them, so it's pretty cheap. But yeah, I think that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope to see you back again, and stay tuned for more videos. We got a lot of summer left and a lot of lawn mowing to come. Not so much wood cutting, maybe more bundle making, but a lot more lawn mowing. So until then, we'll catch you on the next time.